Welcome to the ICE Trikes booth at the 2020 Bent Expo.
Welcome, Bent Riders, to the Bent Expo. My name is Gary Solomon, and I'm the host of the Laidback Bike Report. With us today is Patrick Selwood from ICE Trikes. Patrick, how are you doing?
Yeah, doing really well. Thanks, Gary. Really happy to be here. Thanks for having us on the show.
Absolutely. I'm excited to have a chance to talk to you. Let's start out, if we could, with maybe a brief history of ICE Trikes.
Yeah, of course. So ICE was established in 1999 by business partners Chris and Neil. They took over the design from Peter Ross, who'd been building the trikes in Cornwall, down here where we're still based, for about 10 years at that point. And from that point onwards, they really spent all of their energy innovating and making that trike into the product you see today over 20 years later. In those initial days, we built all of the trikes from scratch here in Falmouth. And then that work happened right up until about 2005, when we started making slightly more standard trikes, which a lot of your viewers will know is the Q and the T range. We built those trikes until 2010, when we introduced the Adventure and the Sprint models, and also the Vortex, which later became the VTX you see today. Those trikes revolutionized the trike market, introducing the flat twist folding system, the road response front suspension, and a lot of other features that you'll see today on a lot of trikes that came from ICE innovations. We've grown exponentially since those initial days in a very small unit with just 2 people. We're now up to over 35 members of staff, and we're building well over 1,000 trikes a year, shipping to countries worldwide.
Well, that sounds great, Patrick. So there are quite a few recumbent trike manufacturers around the world, but I'm wondering what you think distinguishes ICE Trikes. What makes you guys unique?
The thing that makes us really stand out from all the other trike manufacturers is our commitment to our customers. So we put a huge amount of effort into our customer service, making sure that everybody who buys an ICE trike is supported throughout the life of that product, and we make sure we concentrate on backward compatibility and that kind of thing, so that there's no ICE customer who's ever left out in the cold. And we make sure that our products are always built to the highest possible standards to give our customers the best experience they can have.
So you would consider ICE Trikes to be a premium manufacturer of trikes?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yeah, we make what I believe are the best trikes in the world.
Well, that's great. That leads to my next question, which has to do with the trikes that you do make. Let's go through the line and tell the folks a little bit about each of the trikes that you manufacture at this point.
Okay, absolutely. So we make 6 models of trike. They range from off-road explorers to road race machines and cover pretty much everything in between. Our most popular model is our Adventure, which is kind of designed for the trail rider, the casual rider. It has a high seat height and quite an upright seat, so it's easy to get in and out of. It's comfortable, and it gives you a great view of the road ahead. That same design philosophy is shared with the Adventure HD, which is a very similar trike, but it has a wider seat and a wider cockpit to accommodate a larger rider who needs just a little bit more space and a little bit stronger trike to stand up to those tough conditions as well. The next trike in terms of sportiness, I would say, is our Sprint X Tour. As the name implies, this trike is designed for those who really want to cover long distances. So it's got a nice medium seat height. It's a little bit lower than the Adventure, but gives it more stability through the corners and slightly better aerodynamic efficiency as well. So if you're covering long distances and want to go out and ride, across America, around the world, that kind of thing, Sprint X Tour has got your back. It'll do that perfectly. Based on the same platform as the Sprint X Tour, we have the Sprint X Race. Again, as the name implies, it's designed for faster riding. So it's got the same frame as the Sprint X Tour, but we fit it with our race wheel set, which is a lighter, narrower wheel set, and also our Air Pro carbon seat. And that seat is gives better power transfer to the road because it's a hard shell seat rather than the mesh seat which is standard on the Sprint X Tour. Going down the list again, a bit more racy still, we've got the VTX. Now that's our top of the line speed machine. It's been world champion the last 2 years in a row under Mathieu Leroy, and it's all out speed machine. It's stripped back. There's all of our other trikes fold, for instance. VTX doesn't fold, and it doesn't have adjustable handlebars. All that stuff is stripped away to keep the weight low and the power transfer super efficient. So moving on to the other end of the spectrum, we've got the full fat. It's the polar opposite from the VTX, and that was an accidental pun. It's based on a trike that Maria Leerstam, who has been a guest on your show, Gary, rode from the edge of the Antarctic continent to the South Pole. It's a trike designed to go anywhere, fitted with 4-inch wide fat tires for floating over sand and snow and mud, all that kind of stuff to take you out where the path ends.
Terrific, Patrick. Now, I know that eAssist is a huge part of the triking industry now. There's a huge demand for it, and many of our viewers are interested in that. What is ICE doing these days with eAssist?
Yeah, absolutely. We see more and more demand every year for electric assist trikes, and we fulfill that demand through the Shimano Steps motor system. So we offer 2 different models of the Shimano Steps motor, the E8000 and the E6100. The 8000 is a slightly more powerful motor, originally designed for mountain bikes, and the 6100 is slightly more efficient, designed for the trekking bike community, and that will give you the maximum range. The electric assists are available on all of our trikes except for the VTX and the Sprint X Race. So you can have a full fat with a mountain bike motor, take you off into the backcountry, or you can have Sprint X Tour for your long distance tourers, and you can have your adventure series for those who want to go out and explore without getting too tired and too sweaty. It's kind of the perfect system for all users. It can be used in many different ways. It's a great system, the Shimano Steps.
Okay, Patrick, we mentioned premium manufacturing with regards to ICE Trikes earlier. If you wanted to go even more premium, I understand there's a new collection that you have been working on. What is this?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we've just launched the Ultimate Collection, which is the name we've given to the top of the line trikes for each of our models. So I went through the model range earlier. What we did was we took a look at each of those trikes, and we thought to ourselves, who is the standard, typical, kind of ideal customer for that trike? And then we thought, what would be the best possible specification for that person? This is about coming up with the ultimate, no holds barred trike for those uses. So the specification for each one is slightly different based on what the trike is being aimed at, but they mostly feature the Shimano Steps 8000 motor, which is the higher end motor, and the roll-off 14-speed internal hub gear drivetrain for a lot of them, but not all of them. So the first trike from our Ultimate Collection was launched a little over 6 months ago at the last RCC, and that is our VTX World Championship Edition. Now this trike is our all-out speed machine based on that trike that I spoke about earlier that Mathieu Leroy was able to take to back-to-back World Championship victories. It features Shimano Ultegra Di2 gearing, and we've customized things a little bit to work with that. We've got some internal cable routing that's not standard on the standard VTX, and some changes to the handlebars as well to make them even more aerodynamic. And we've also got custom graphics on that VTX World Champ Edition, which really makes it stand out from the other trikes in the range. The Adventure and the Adventure HD Ultimate Collection trikes are designed around the ultimate leisure ride. So they feature our Ergo Lux seat system, the wrist rests and the neck rest as standard, just to keep you in maximum comfort. And then they have the Shimano Steps 8000 motor system, roll-off gearing, and some light luggage. So they're not designed for all-out touring. That's covered by the Sprint X Tour Ultimate. This is more about the person who wants to go out and have the best ride possible with their friends and their loved ones, and make sure that they're having the most comfortable ride possible.
The Sprint X Tour Ultimate is designed with the long distance touring customer in mind. So it's got everything you'd expect for long distance touring. It's got the Shimano Steps 8000 series motor, and it also features the Shimano Di2 XT 11-speed gearing at the back. So that is push-button shifting controlled by little servo motors, which gives you instant and really precise shifts. The Sprint X Tour Ultimate features full suspension, and it comes with all of our luggage equipment, so you can plug on your panniers and get ready to face the open road, as well as having comfort features like the ErgoLux seat, wrist rests, and the neck rest. The Full Fat Ultimate is designed for off-road exploration. It's a real go-anywhere trike. It's fitted with the Shimano Steps 8000 motor, again, like a lot of these Ultimate Collection trikes. And it also comes with the roll-off 14-speed fat bike specific hub gear in the back. This gives you a great range of gears for exploring off-road, and especially good low gears for climbing steep, rough terrain. It comes fitted with the 4-inch wide Schwalbe Jumbo Jim tyres, and it also has a luggage rack to bring what you need in the backcountry with you as well.
Then moving on to our racing trikes, we've got the Sprint X Ultimate. This trike, we thought to ourselves, what would be the perfect trike for somebody who wants to commute 5 days a week and then race on a Sunday? So this trike is built with human power only, unlike the other Ultimate editions I've spoken about already. And it features the Shimano Ultegra 11-speed drivetrain. This is the perfect trike for going fast, but having that practical edge that you might not find on the VTX. So it's got the folding system still, it comes with full suspension, and it's got some light luggage options. So as you can see, these Ultimate Collection trikes are really high-spec, amazing trikes for those looking for the ultimate trike experience.
Okay, that's great, Patrick. So now you have customers in the US who are interested in getting an ICE trike, and that process is relatively quick. How does that work?
Yeah, so there's multiple ways to buy an ICE trike. The simplest and the quickest is to choose our fast track system. Now, fast track trikes we've been offering for a few years now, but in 2020 we've got renewed focus on that to bring our trikes to the people as easily and as quickly as possible. The fast track range is a group of trikes which have a standard specification that's a very nice kind of middle ground specification. It's not super high-end Ultimate Edition, but it's great for most users. These trikes are built and boxed and ready to go, and often in stock at your local dealer, so you could be riding away in just a few days. We've expanded our fast track range for 2020 to include electric trikes now, which is a first for ICE. So these are Shimano Steps 6100 motor equipped trikes with Alpine 8-speed hub gearing, which features the auto shift function, which is fantastic for new riders who are not so used to shifting gears. And they are now available on fast track. And so a lot of our dealers, we've seen a huge number of them picking those trikes up to put on the floor in stock for both testing and for customers to ride away immediately. So you'll see your local dealer with an ICE trike with electric assist on the floor where you may never have seen that before. So that's really exciting for us.
Okay, terrific, Patrick. What about if a customer wants to have something a little more customized?
Yeah, so we've always done, and I believe always will do, custom configurations at ICE. It's the backbone of what we do. So this is using our custom configuration system or working with your local dealer. You can build the perfect trike for you from all of our options. And from the most exacting customer who just knows exactly what they want to people with physical disabilities or other challenges like that, I mean, they need something really specific, our custom configuration system can cater for a wide range of people, and we still sell more trikes through that system than any other. So the custom configurator has options such as single hand controls, our helping handles, and that kind of thing, which will let the trikes be more accessible to the widest range possible of riders.
Now, let's bring the folks up to date on what's happening with ICE trikes under the current situation with the coronavirus. How are you guys operating? What changes have you made under these circumstances?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We've taken coronavirus incredibly seriously at ICE. We've made sure to do everything that we can to both keep ourselves and our communities safe, while still being able to ship our customers trikes and support our existing customers as well. So the majority of our team are now working from home, all of our office team, and then we've reduced our workshop staff to a skeleton staff who are just able to keep trucks going out the door, but making sure they can stay socially distant from each other, keeping their kind of divides between them, and making sure that they're all safe, all their team, all their family are safe. We've also been working with our local NHS doctors' surgeries. We provided a large number of face shields for mullion surgery, and we've just in the last day or two donated one of our large exhibition tents to a local NHS surgery who are going to be using that for testing of new patients coming in, taking temperatures, that kind of thing, so they don't have to be bringing people they don't know the status of into the surgery. So we're working hard with our community to make sure that we're as safe as we can be.
Patrick, that is really great to hear. And I know the folks appreciate everything that ICE Trikes does for the community that it serves, both locally there in Cornwall, England, and all the bent riders around the world. I wanted to thank our wonderful sponsors who make it possible for us to do Bent Expo and share these amazing manufacturers with the recumbent world. Thanks a lot, guys. And Patrick, thank you so much for taking the time out to share everything that's going on at ICE Trikes with our viewers.
Thanks very much for having me on the show, Gary. We've had a great time, and we really enjoyed setting up our little outdoor virtual expo as well.
That's been ICE Trikes on the Bent Expo. Thanks for having us. We'll see you again soon.